In today's video, I'm covering Salazzle Butterfree, which is one of my favorite single prize decks out there. While it struggles against fellow single prize decks, beating up on V-Star and VMAX decks is simple since you can do up to 330 damage per turn. The strategy is simple. Put Butterfree down, put 3 status conditions on your opponent's active, then use Derisive Roasting for 270 damage. With a Choice Belt, it's 300, and after Poison and Burn is calculated, it's 330, enough to take down pretty much everything. Since Caterpie and Metapod can evolve right away, you want to prioritize at least one Salandit on turn 1. I always try to get a turn 1 Snorlax, so you might want to add a third copy, but Snorlax is the absolute backbone here. It's the only way to stop yourself from a bad start. After that, it's just about piecing your way to victory. The deck also has Manaphy to stop Urshifu and other bench snipers, and Yveltal is solely there for Mew VMAX and Fusion Energy, which blocked Butterfree's ability. If you aren't facing Mew a lot, cut Yveltal, otherwise just hope you don't start it. Hopefully I can... Oh, what is this? What is this? Evie, what is this? I just fought 2 people. What is with the ranked? What is the point of a ranked ladder if I'm fighting people who have a 0 rank and then someone with a 2000 rank? So this is literally the highest ranked person on TCG Live. Because I think it was 2660, so they must have won a game or 2. So this is the highest ranked player. Seriously, 3 bosses am I starting on? This is the highest ranked player on TCG Live. Oh, crap. Okay, well, don't worry about it. And Evie, no, I decided to make a comeback. I needed to learn how to play Whimsicott. Oh, this is not good. Please give me something good. Oh, no. Okay. No need to panic. They are definitely going to Marnie me after I do this. And I'm going to regret it. But you want to have that Snorlax turn 1. And I clearly do not have that Snorlax turn 1. I can't risk losing my Ordinary Rod. I really don't want to lose a Research, though. Because they could Marnie me into absolutely nothing. Oh, jeez. And I mean, I would lose the Ordinary Rod anyway if they don't Marnie me. Is there a good option here? But it's like, there's no good option here. I think I just go get a Salandit. Don't worry about the Snorlax. Actually, no, I do have to get the Snorlax. So the reasoning, I've been in situations like this before where I forwent the Snorlax, and then they Marnie me into nothing, and I have nothing. So Snorlax is the good choice here. Oh, don't. Oh, no. And yeah, lack of people in the queue, but it's crazy that I have a 200 rank, like 260 or something, and my opponent has a 2600 rank, and I just fought somebody with a 0 rank. It's like, I understand that... Hey, there's a switch. What did I tell you? Okay, so I could be reckless, but as I've said before, the whole point of this deck is you react to what your opponent's doing. I mean, I could just go and knock out the Hoopa, right? Like, why? But I would need like a 2-piece combo. So the safer move is going for the Research. The safe, boring move is ditching my Ordinary Rod. Okay, well, I didn't get it, so that's fine. That is fine. All right, so Ordinary or Level Ball for a Salandit. I'll put the double turbo on this one. So double turbo goes there, and then I think I evolved the other one. So this way I don't lose like a ton of resources if they do take a knockout, and then I just prep the Metapod, and the deck is nuts. The deck is absolutely nuts. I still haven't even fine-tuned it. It works so well as it is, even with these rough edges. Like, I don't think you need 3 bosses orders with Mew VMAX not really as good anymore, do you really need the Yveltal? You know, Cry of Destruction's really good. I hate how TCG Live does that. Like, Cry of Destruction is really good. It's mostly just there to bump the Fusion Energy, because Fusion Energy stops Butterfree's ability. But it's like, Cry of Destruction's not that amazing elsewhere. And I don't know if 3 bosses orders is necessary. It's like Malamar. Malamar doesn't play, you know, Malamar plays like 1 boss's orders, if any, and just a couple of escape rope, and it's good to go. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? But keep in mind, this is the highest ranked player on TCG Live. So I kind of have to assume that I'm about to get destroyed. But if they don't, you better not be watching the stream, Blaze Dog. If they don't Marnie me, I have a knockout. If they don't Marnie me and they don't put down like a Patch of the Peach or something. Well, I think I'm taking a knockout, to be honest. I have my prizes mapped out. Oh, here we go. Okay, they didn't do anything. There's a bosses. So I can literally knock out this Arceus V-Star this turn. Do you doubt the power of Salazzle Butterfree? Alright, so I have to make sure I do the sequencing correctly here. So I bosses the Arceus first. So bosses the Arceus. Switch into Salazzle. Turffield for a Butterfree. And do not doubt. Do not doubt the power of Salazzle Butterfree. This deck is insane. You know, Malamar's, I think, still better, but this deck is still absolutely insane. And if you're worried about the not doing 330, once you add in poison and burn damage, you do 330 damage with a Choice Belt, which is just completely nuts. Like, what's my opponent gonna do now? I have a Scoop Up Net to recycle my Butterfree. The deck is insane. And if you're curious, yes, I have used Snorlax's Body Slam before. So you attach 2 energy to Snorlax. Why does TCG Live do that? So you attach 2 energy to Snorlax and you can use Body Slam. You know, I think more or less you're using it for the paralysis. You're just hoping to flip for paralysis. But like, it's an attack you can use. It would be really nice if Butterfree could attack for, you know, a double turbo or something. Bring up my butter. Okay. I have the Scoop Up Net. So I'm going to take another knockout. So I'm going to scoop up the Snorlax. Oh, this is amazing. I'm going to scoop up the Snorlax. I'm going to Turffield for the Butterfree. And I'm going to knock out the Arceus. Like how... Or I could knock out the Hoopa. Which makes more sense. I think the Arceus makes more sense, because if they do evolve into the Arceus V-Star and put a big charm on it, and I don't have what I need, then I am kind of screwed. So yeah, so let's use Tricolored Scales. I'll Scoop Up Net the Snorlax, put the Salazzle up front. There is potential for this to really blow up in my... Boom! Salazzle Butterfree, best deck on the planet. They didn't even do any damage, because I was so good. Well, you know, sometimes the game just doesn't want you to win. Well, don't worry about right now. When Astral Radiance comes out, we're getting Gutsy Pickaxe, which will attach energy from the top of your deck to your Urshifu. So don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. I guarantee you, in 10, if I play it for 3 games, I will get it in one of those 3 games. Okay. All right. Okay. I see how it's gonna be. Sure. Let's. I lost all my resources, but let's tough it out. Okay, so Caterpie, I can quick ball. Actually, I probably should have ditched the Caterpie, to be honest. So I do need the Manaphy. And I also need a Salandit, and I guess I'll use Nah. Hell nah. Yeah, that's definitely a problem, but I mean, you can get the turn 1 rapid flow, it's just you can't do anything after that. That's the problem. Getting the turn 1 rapid flow, very easy. Doing anything after that, very difficult. So, you know, I knew 100% this would happen. I play the Salazzle Butterfree deck on my phone. Best deck in the world. I play it on stream. Greatest collapse ever. Well, I'm just gonna send up the other Caterpie. You're not getting my Manaphy. Are they seriously gonna give me? They're gonna give me their Rapid Strike Urshi. What? Are they seriously using Gmax Rapid Flow on my Caterpie? That was interesting. I mean, the whole reason Rapid Strike Urshifu is so good right now is because no one's playing Manaphy. But if you're playing against a... Thank you. If you're playing against a single prize deck, they have to play Manaphy. Alright, so all I need is Salazzle Choice Belt Butterfree. Okay. All I needed was Salazzle Choice Belt Butterfree. Didn't get that. How many energy am I going to have left? So there's one in the discard. This is not going to end well. Okay. So Snorlax is going down. I will retreat into the Snorlax. I will go get another Caterpie to thin my hand as much as possible. Oh, I do not have a Caterpie. That is not good. That is actually in the realm of horrible. Gorman dies, yes. Alright, so there. All my energy is in my hand. All of my energy. If they Marnie me, that's like game over. Oh, I can still win. I can still win. There's the Butterfree. Alright, I have no retreat card, but I will evolve into Butterfree. So the reason I'm evolving into Butterfree is in case I don't get the Choice Belt. Alright, so Butterfree is going to evolve. Like, seriously, I could have easily won this game if I didn't lose that Rescue Carrier. Okay, you're going there. Right? But if they knock that out, I'm kind of screwed. So I think I Level Ball or a Salazzle. Evolve. It's just if I attach an energy, I won't have enough energy to do anything. But this Gormandize needs to get me something. I think I have to take the risk. I gotta take the risk just to try and draw an extra card. And the third card was a Research, which is the exact opposite of what I want right now. And they've been healed. So this is the downside of playing a deck with Research and such few energy. They're just going to go for a switch. So yeah, Oh, this did not go well. If they use escape rope, do I give them the Manaphy? In a perfect world, they would Marnie me. Nope. In a perfect world, they Marnie me, and then I get Marnied into a research and nothing else. But I still believe in Salazzle Butterfree. We all knew this would happen if I took it on stream. Things would go horrible. Do they just not have it? Like, do they not have switches or anything? Interesting. I'm very intrigued. Oh, they can't do anything. And Anonymous, I can put it on the Discord. What? I had more energy? Since when? Okay, so double turbo. Let's put you there. I guess I ditch a Metapod. I'll be able to put it up right after this. So if I ditch the Metapod, but if I ditch the Level Ball, no, I'll ditch the Metapod because I know I have Caterpie in the prizes, but I need to take a knockout to get that. I think I'm just going to let it ride. Because I should have, yeah, I still have 4 Scoop Up Net. So as long as they don't target my Butterfree, I won't be punished for that decision. And I cannot lose that energy. Under no circumstances can I lose that energy. Alright, so Dorman dies, and we'll be good to go. Alright, Choice Belt, awesome. The Urshifu is still taking damage, so as long as they do not target the Butterfree, everything is fine. This is why I think it's a good idea to have multiple Rescue Carrier and just try to protect the Butterfree, because the Ordinary Rod, they're playing very interestingly. Like, are they hoping that I deck out or something? Okay. Well, there's the Ordinary Rod. That's fun. I guess I can put a Caterpie and a Butterfree back in. But I don't really need to. Okay, chill. Chill. So I'm going to double turbo this one. Going to... How many Choice Belt am I down? 0. Awesome. So let's make you a target. And then I still don't research. This is the worst game ever. There's a Butterfree. Oh, this just gets worse and worse. So I really just want them to take a knockout. Maybe they Marnie me? You know, Marnie wouldn't be the worst thing. Bosses, don't go after the Butterfree. Don't be like that. Don't be mean. Actually, they can't even knock out the Butterfree with the Moltres because I haven't taken any prizes. Joke's on them. I've been playing so terribly that I haven't even taken any prizes. So I don't think they realize that the Moltres is going to do nothing, and I can just retreat the Butterfree. Oh, they're going for Manaphy. Oh, but they still can't knock out the Manaphy. They're only doing 20 damage. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, well, I guess I just switch into... Because I can't actually do anything. I still don't have a Scoop Up Net. So I think what I do is I just do nothing. Just end turn. Just do nothing. Force them to hopefully burn some resources. Maybe they Marnie me? Oh, see, this is why I left the Manaphy up there. I'm like, they're totally going to go after the Manaphy with their Urshifu, and that is exactly what I wanted them to do. They took the... No, that's not going to work. It's gonna nullify it. Yeah. They went for 2 bench Pokemon. Oh, man. How do I not have a Scoop Up Net? What is this? Where's my Scoop Up Net? So Chernobog, it looks like your existence here was like a reverse misplay. They've misplayed twice with the Manaphy. But I have 4 Scoop Up Net in my final 12 cards. I have 4 Scoop Up Net in my final 12. Explain that one to me. All I need is a Scoop Up Net, and they can't do anything. But yeah, I got him right where I want him. Are they gonna attack with? Like, are we seriously just gonna go back and forth until I get a scoop? 4 out of 11. We could literally get to a point where I just have, I have 4 cards left, and it's all just Scoop Up Net because they're building up there in Teleon to just start doing like shady deal or like on Caitlyn. Wow. They could just use quick shooting. Oh, okay, so they're not using quick shooting. Even a blind pig can find a Capricorn once in a while, or even a blind pig can find a truffle. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So the problem with my strategy here is that in a battle of, you know, who's got the bigger deck, I'm going to lose because their deck is twice as big as mine. And, you know, my chance to strike was the last turn when they attacked. When they attacked with their... What are they attacking with? Oh, they're going for the Manaphy now. They're not going for the Manaphy. Did they know they could have attacked with the Urshifu? They could have attacked with the Urshifu and just used Gale Thrust or whatever. We don't want to know whose deck is bigger. You can see it on screen. If you look on the screen, you're going to see how big their deck is. Yeah, I haven't even seen anyone play Caitlyn. Basically half of my deck is Scoop Up Net. Yeah, I mean, when's the last time you even saw anyone just play Caitlyn, let alone Caitlyn for 9? Like, Caitlyn's a good card. I think Caitlyn is underrated. It's just there's obviously better cards. It's like you have to have a deck with a big hand. All right, finally. You're in the wrong category. I'll get in the ASMR category. All right, finally they're taking a knockout with Manaphy. The problem here is I do not have a way to deal with the Urshifu. Like, I have to top deck a bosses or a Scoop Up Net. That's it. It has to be a top deck of bosses or Scoop Up Net. There's 4 Scoop Up Net in the deck. I've been passing for like the past 6 turns. I have to top deck a bosses or a Scoop Up Net. It is very simple. Otherwise, we're just going back and forth again. All right, so the Salazzle will go up front because I'm going to top deck a Scoop Up Net because I have 4 of them in my deck. Well, I got the bosses. Okay, that's fine. I got the bosses. So, so I put back the Caterpie and the Manaphy. So the Caterpie, the Catman, Caterpie, and the Manaphy go back in the deck. I will ditch the Turffield Stadium because I don't need it. So I ditch the Turffield because I don't need it. Go get the Caterpie. Evolve into... Actually, no, I want to... See, this is where it gets me. I always forget the sequencing. I always mess up a little bit. There's just so many moving parts. You do have to be smart. And as we all know, I lack in that area. But I gotta say, I played this game really well. Even if I somehow end up losing this game, this is like textbook how you play against Urshifu, assuming your opponent uses Gmax Rapid Flow twice when you have a Manaphy in play. Okay, so they're going to knock out my Salazzle. That's fine, because I have the perfect amount of energy. There's a Turffield, there's some switches. I honestly do not care. If they attack with Moltres, then I seriously have to research my hand. Oh, that is going to be... If I don't top deck to Scoop Up Net, then the Salandit becomes redundant because I won't ever be able to evolve it. Oh, if they use Avery? Oh, no. Okay, so you're done. So they used Avery, so I know for certain that they can't knock out a Butterfree. So I think I get rid of a Butterfree and... Yeah, because that's my thinking. So I'm pretty much guaranteed I'm going to have to use Research next turn. That's going to guarantee me like 3 Scoop Up Net. So I would put the Butterfree, I'd scoop out the Butterfree, put it back down, then scoop it up again. Because that was their supporter for turn. So they're thinking, oh, they only have 1 Butterfree left. What I'll do is I'll, prep a knockout on that Butterfree. But what they don't know is that I'm going to put the Manaphy down. And I'm just going to mess up their whole entire game plan. Okay, so... so what I'm thinking is... They need to take 3 prizes. If I put this one up front, I need to be able to... I think this is the safer move. I'm trying to think like 10 steps ahead. Give me a Scoop Up Net. Thank you! Actually, no, that's bad because I still have to do what I have to do. Okay, so Twin Energy is going to go there. I'll put the Turffield down just in case. I will Quick Ball. So I have to win in 2 turns because I have to research this turn. I'm gonna lose my last Salazzle. There's the Manaphy. The reason the Manaphy does make sense is that they could just knock out both Salazzle next turn. So, on a prize scale, it doesn't matter to put the Manaphy down. It's just protecting the 2 Salazzle. All right, so Butterfree comes back up. I need to get another Scoop Up Net. That is the minimum, and it's impossible for me to not get a Scoop Up Net. Which is good. It's literally impossible to not get a Scoop Up Net, but I will have 1 card left in deck. So I have to win next turn. There's a Scoop Up Net. How do I want to play this if they Marnie me? Because what is their supporter count? So they haven't used them. They've barely used any supporters, to be honest. So if they Marnie me, I need to put the Choice Belt down, and I think I need to put the other Choice Belt down. Because then if they Marnie me, I just increase my chances of getting Cynthia's Ambition. So as long as they don't have a Tool Scrapper, I'll be fine. As long as they don't have a Tool Scrapper, I'm totally fine. And you're going to see my pro play with that Twin Energy in a second, as long as they don't mess me up. There's Boss's Caterpie. Awesome. So as long as they don't mess me up, my preemptive Twin Energy is going to win me the game. Like, you do not understand how amazing this play is going to be if they don't knock out the Salazzle on the bench. So if they don't knock out the Salazzle on the bench, what I do is I put the Salazzle up front, I retreat off the double turbo, and then I scoop up whomever and put it back in the active, and I knock out their Urshifu VMAX. And they're not gonna do it. This is insane. This is insanity. So this was an insane game filled with, they shouldn't use Gmax Rapid Flow. I'll freely admit that, I wasn't the genius I claimed to be, but they did use Gmax Rapid Flow twice when I had Manaphy in play, so that was good. But the preemptive Twin Energy on that Salazzle was very smart. Just because I can't count doesn't mean I'm not smart. Alright, so the Salazzle and the active is done. And I'm not even going to use the bosses. Obviously, the bosses would win me the game instantaneously, but I'm going to knock out the Urshifu. Because this is how crazy I am. Watch me do the math improperly. Okay. So I'm going to retreat off the... Oh, wouldn't this be hilarious if I botch this? Okay. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so the double turbo's done. I scoop up the Manaphy. I have 0 cards left in deck. This is amazing. I am a genius. I'm going to do 330 damage. I'm stunting on him. I'm stunting. Completely stunting on him right here, doing 330 damage. Not even going to use my bosses. Salazzle Butterfree is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And there goes the Urshifu. See, who needs to play the big Urshifu? Just play Salazzle Butterfree. That simple.